God Almighty created this universe in a very beautiful manner. I have told you many a time the story of creation and how the evolution took place. The mirror is made to see your face. And God Almighty could not see Himself. His qualities, His greatness, His generosity, His magnanimity, like the sun cannot see itself, moon cannot see itself, like the gold cannot see itself. A pearl, how can it go inside itself and see itself? So, this creation was made like a mirror for God to see His reflection. Ultimately, He created the most beautiful mirror, that is human beings. At this point, it would have been all right if Adam and Eve had not used their freedom wrongly. There would have been not such a long time and had to go through evolutionary process with all the incarnations coming in, guiding people. And today, at this time, to get to your spirit, to express God in your mirror fully. This has taken a long, long process. But if you see, it's so beautifully done. I think that's the play of Mahamaya. That, first of all, beautiful worlds were created, beautiful stars were created. You see them around. Then beautiful mountains and rivers. Then beautiful plant kingdom came in. And the beautiful variety of trees. So much of varieties. Varieties brings forth the beauty of God's own imagination. A leaf of any tree cannot match with any other leaf, and also of the same kind. And a little thing like area of that leaf, there's a little variation which is mathematically, I think, raised to power 108 to 108, that you cannot make out, or you cannot create two leaves of the same type. It is God's own whim and His own wish that He has shown His variety and aesthetics in creating this wonderful world. But all His aesthetics have been worked out the best in the human beings. And human beings started expressing that quality of God in their creation. The creation started at the hands of human beings, expressed in such a manner that the beauty was brought in with the holy eyes of the holy men. In the beginning of the times, if you see whether it is in the west or in the east, anywhere, people created temples like we have here Ajanta, Ellora. We have caves and caves all over. But very close to us is this Ajanta caves, which was built in 10 centuries. It was cut out, hewn out of one rock without using any cement, anything. From top to bottom they started hewing it out and leaving it for next generations, might be 15 to 16 generations, might have done this tremendous task with such dedication and devotion and with such precision. Because of their holiness, because of their dedicated devotion to Buddha whom they had never seen. Buddha never came down to south. And they created such beautiful monumental work because they wanted to express the beauty of God's creative qualities. Even in the West, you have seen great artists like Michelangelo and many others who have created something of eternal beauty. Then there are people who started reflecting God in the musical notes and in the rhythm of this universe. Then there are poets who started singing the beauty of God and His greatness in their lyrics. That is how the beauty is expressed through the holy hands of holy people all over the world. I don't know nowadays if it is done so. Even in those days, at the time of Socrates, Lao Tse, philosophy was the dominating subject. People thought philosophy was the epitome of knowledge. But suddenly then it turned to economics, and that's the place where we lost our heritage of creativity, of the divine values, of the divine gunas. People started depicting things that would sell. And to sell the things, they had to appeal to the masses. And the masses, who were of very low-grade human beings, were pleased by very vulgar expression of beauty. That's how the vulgarity started growing up. Even in the language, this transformation took place, and people took to very cheap expressions of very superficial themes and very low-grade humor. The whole thing was based on giving a very mundane type of entertainment to people. On the music side, same thing happened. The music that was used to please the gods and goddesses was used to please the kings and the queens. And from them it came to the masses. And when it came to the masses, it became even a very cheap, frivolous music. Same about dancing, same about all the arts that were created to reflect the beauty of God, the mirror of God. All that we got from all the five elements was reduced to ashes by the value system that changed our ideas. The worst that happened to all the arts was that it was judged on mental level, not on the auspicious level. On the mental level, it was judged, of course, the money was very important. Though they may talk of big things, the color scheme and all that, it was the money part of it. The whole creation became a very prosaic, massive nonsense, which was sold in the market, all right, but was so temporary and so transitory that it went in the next generation into waste paper baskets. It has no intrinsic value of any sustenance, nor it had any joy in it. So it all got lost. In literature, we have seen how people have taken a complete juxtaposition to go to hell, I should say, and to carry all those who read them with them. The perversity of the literature has gone beyond any comprehension. All that perversity has to be avoided by Sir Yogis and have to be judged on the auspicious lines, because beauty must have auspiciousness. Anything that is beautiful must give vibrations, otherwise it is not beauty. If it does not give vibrations, then it is not beautiful. The coefficients of beauty is auspiciousness. It has to give vibrations. If it does not give vibrations, it should not be accepted by you as something beautiful. The mental projection about it, that if it is so, then it is beautiful, if it is not, it's not beautiful. Then they started branding things, that this is the style, that is the style, that is the style, and then you had to keep to their styles. And if you just try to avoid the styles, then you became a different person. And just to create a new styles, they just became like vagabonds, without any concern to reality or to the beauty that is auspiciousness. It is now for Sir Yogis to come out of all these nonsensical ideas and understand that it was just a mire of stupidity that we indulge into with our ego. We have to be very firmly standing on reality, which is auspiciousness itself. If it is reality, it must give vibrations. If it is unreal, it will not give vibrations. Like you can see, a flower which is plastic cannot give vibrations. A flower which is living gives you vibrations. To this purity of understanding, one has to rise.